My name is Eric Berlin, and I am the trumpet professor at the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. And I'm coming to you today for Jerry's Music. We have a great relationship with Jerry's and have for my 20 years at UMass. They provide us great support with our rental instruments for us as faculty and our students, especially when we need things, but also especially for our alumni who are out there in the world working as music educators. And we so appreciate what Jerry's does. So Jerry's has asked me to do a video for you today. And I decided I wanted to talk about the most fundamental part of playing a brass instrument, and that is how we make a sound. And this will be helpful for music educators and also for beginning players. It shows you how I approach creating an embouchure which is the vibrations that the part of the mouth that creates the vibrations, and how I successfully set up beginning students and what I teach in my tech class for music educators. So the first thing we need to understand is that we are singers with vocal cords on the wrong side of our lips, the wrong side of our face. And that is that our lips are those vocal cords. So just like we sing from here, we sing from here. So these are the vibrating vocal cords that create the sound on a brass instrument. And so what we need to also understand is that they need to touch in order to create a sound. In order to create a sound, they need to touch, and if they don't touch, that's where a lot of problems start. So starting a beginning student, getting them to get the embouchure close enough together, get those lips touching, is of primary importance. And I use a very simple trick, and I'm going to show you something really fun, how this whole thing works. But this is a simple coffee straw. It's the smallest straw. I buy them on Amazon in packs of 1,000 or whatever. So when we create an embouchure, we want to say M, and then firm the corners, M. And you'll see that my lips, the corners are firm and lips are together. And then I insert this straw and I begin to blow. M. And you'll see that it shows you exactly how little air it really takes to play a brass instrument. It doesn't take a lot of air. Okay, so for a trumpet player, I'm just using this amount of air, what goes through the straw. And so it's important that we start with the air moving through the straw, and then you're going to see something fun. Okay, so we start here. Now I'm using a fun apparatus called a chop cam, which gives me the ability to see inside my students' mouthpieces. It's not a great mouthpiece to begin with, but it does give me the ability to show you how that works. So starting with the straw, blowing through the straw with the air moving, continuing to blow, and then just pull the straw out, you have the air moving and you get the lips in motion. So watch that one more time. And that's what it works on a regular mouthpiece. Actually better than it does on that. So that is how we begin to form an embouchure. So again, starting, you take a breath, we say M, M, then firm the corners, insert the straw and blow. Put the mouthpiece on while this all stays firm, and then pull the straw out and you create a sound. That's the best way to get a beginning student who's never played the trumpet before, I think it'll work for any brass instrument, to get the sensation of how that air starts. And you'll see that the air is already in motion, so it takes very little effort to just create the sound just by pulling the straw out. So from there, whatever pitch you get, we begin to move high and low, and moving high and low is not a matter of open and close. It's a matter of lengthening the string to go lower and tightening the string to go higher. So I think about starting all my students with a firm embouchure, which is going to be a higher note, And then the challenge is how do we get into the low register. So you'll see this. So you'll see me moving my corners forward to get the notes lower, but I'm keeping things together in the center. So hopefully this will be helpful for you both as a beginning student and as a music educator to begin your students on their instruments. And if you have any questions, I'm easy to find at the University of Massachusetts. So thanks again to Jerry's. Thank you for all you do. And I hope that once we are all back into our somewhat normal lives, I might run into one of you at Jerry's while you're picking up an instrument, some music, maybe some valve oil, whatever. So best wishes to all of you. Take care. Bye-bye.